Coronavirus. Why is Kerala so vulnerable? Coronavirus, or more exactly, COVID-19, is striking the world like a tsunami. China was the first epicenter of the pandemic. Now, Europe and America are becoming the new epicenters. India has not been able to duck the corona wave. There have been 139 registered cases of COVID-19 in the country, out of which 27 are from Kerala. The scenario in Kerala is quite alarming. Kerala is a small state, but in the opening days, even the opening weeks, Kerala stood at the top of the COVID-19 list in India. Kerala has now lost the first position to Maharashtra, but the fact remains that the situation in the state is quite grim. As I said, 27 cases have been reported so far, and about 5,500 persons are currently under observation. Schools and colleges have been closed. Examinations have been postponed. Life has, to a large extent, come to a standstill. The state is battling the pandemic on a war footing. The question before me now is, why is Kerala so vulnerable? Despite having one of the finest healthcare systems in the world, despite a government wiser by the Nipah experience and thus more prepared to battle the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite a passionately committed health minister, the government seems to be struggling to combat the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. Kerala has proved itself to be more vulnerable than many other parts of India in the matter. The question before me today is, why is Kerala so vulnerable? 1. Density of population. Kerala is a densely populated state. The density of population of Kerala is 860 persons per square kilometer, as against the national average of 382, as against the average density of 555 persons per square kilometer in neighboring Tamil Nadu, and as against 200 persons per square kilometer in Rajasthan. Tourists often call Kerala overcrowded paradise. Kerala is indeed a paradise, but it is overcrowded, and the density of its population has made Kerala very vulnerable. 2. During the last 50 years or so, Kerala has undergone a dramatic and comprehensive urbanization. Villages have become towns, and to say that the whole of Kerala from Parashala to Kasargod is one long town is only the exaggeration of a vital truth. In most other states, you can say where one town ends and the next town begins, but not so in Kerala. As I said, Kerala is not just full of towns, but one long town. 3. One aspect of the Kerala model development has significantly contributed to the vulnerability of Kerala. Kerala has roads linking practically every nook and corner of the state and transport services that connect every village, every town in the state to every other village and every other town. This facilitates the rapid movement of people. But with the rapid movement of people, there occurs the rapid movement of the deadly virus as well. 4. The people of Kerala love to travel. They love to go abroad. They love to study abroad. They love to work abroad. The archetypal Malayali is a footloose character. But in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, he is also a very vulnerable character. 5. It is true that the natural beauty of Kerala is unmatched. What in the world can hold a candle to the majestic mountains, the serene backwaters, and the sandy beaches of Kerala? Kerala, understandably and rightly, became an international tourist hotspot. But that specific reason has also contributed to the vulnerability of Kerala in the present context. 6. It would appear that the non-vegetarianism so widely practiced in the state has contributed to Kerala's vulnerability. I have said it before, and I have also pointed out before that this point can be controversial. There is no direct link between non-veg diet and the COVID-19 virus. But I say this in the light of the principle of Ayurveda that at the time of an epidemic, you should observe pathya. Above all, it has to be remembered that the COVID-19 virus originated in the meat markets of Wuhan. 7. The government of Kerala, though not taking half measures, is not taking full measures as well. I cannot say that the government of Kerala is taking half measures, but I will say that it is taking measures which are just shy of complete. Let us take a look at what exactly the government is doing. It is waging a heroic war against the COVID-19 pandemic. Schools and colleges have been closed, but teachers have been asked to report at their institutions. Examinations have been postponed, but only up to class 7. Classes 8 to 12 are having their examinations as usual. University examinations are completely unaffected. Cinemas have been closed, but not shopping malls and resorts. A more complete lockdown is called for before it is too late. Thank you.